Hi, it's Christy, and you know what? I think every week I fall in love with a new dog. This is another gorgeous star pet with Hope Rescues. They're one of our favorites for Christy's Pet Project because they always bring in dogs that have stories that need to be told. And Pepper here is no exception. She has a very, very sad story, and she's only a year and a half old, but this dog has been through hell, really, and we want to get her into the best home possible. So she's the star pet for this week's Christy's Pet Project, again, which you can see every Friday at noon at 106.5, or here every Friday at noon on 106.5 The Arch. So Jackie is here with Hope Rescues to tell us about her story, and it might be a little hard to hear for some people, but it's something that needs to be told so other people don't do the same thing to their pets. So Jackie, give us some information on Pepper and what she's gone through.
Well, she was living on a harness, and the family never checked the tightness of the harness. It is very important to check the tightness of the harness. Dogs grow, they gain weight. You have to check that. The harness began to grow into her underarms, her back, right around here, and it rotted her skin.
It grew into her flesh.
And they had to pull that off. When they did, we had to take her to the vet. We had her all checked out. They thought they might have to do skin grafts because she had large,
Chunks.
about this wide scars all the way, and under her armpits you could see the flesh coming out. It was not pretty. But she's had several herbal baths and different things to try to help her skin heal, which it has. She has a beautiful shiny coat, and if you took off her harness, you can see there's no scarring left. Her hair has grown back.
She's healed well.
So, and we've been practicing on the harness, and as long as it's not tight, she's not afraid of her harness. But we got her because the family was threatened with the police if they didn't turn over the dog, because what they were doing was actually animal cruelty.
Right.
She was suffering, and had it gone any further, she would have had to have surgery. And we had that happen last year, and the dog died in surgery trying to remove that. So it was fortunate that it was caught when it did, or she might not be with us today.
Well, and the thing is, these owners that had her, the neighbor kept asking over and over again if they could check her harness because they could see that she was in pain. And they kept denying the owner, the neighbor, to see the dog and to help the dog. Well, the fact that it was brought to their attention, and again, they still denied any medical attention to this dog, that's animal cruelty, that's neglect. You can be charged with that. So if you see any dog in your neighborhood, if you're walking by and you see a dog in distress, absolutely call for help for that animal, because those owners are breaking the law and that animal is suffering. So something needs to be done to help them. What I say is you never pass up an animal that is in distress. You always do what you can to help them, no matter what it takes. And even if it's something you can't do physically, you go to someone that can do something about it, because animals should not be going through that kind of torture. And really, it is torture because they have to live with that pain every single day. So the goal is to get Pepper into a forever home where she is not going to ever get into that situation again. And Hope Rescues is great at finding the right home for the right dog, and she is an adorable little girl, full of energy, only a year and a half old, full-blooded miniature pinscher. She does have a tail, which most min pins don't, but you know, that's normal. It's not. There's nothing wrong with her or anything. But
that's just a cosmetic thing anyway.
It's just a cosmetic thing, absolutely. You can meet Pepper at the Edwardsville Crossing Petco in Edwardsville this Saturday from 11 to 3:30, and you have to bring your kids and your other dogs to see this dog and to meet her and see how friendly and sweet she is. She is very curious, loves to find out what's going on at all times around her, just has the most intent face, and she needs a forever home, one that is going to love her and give her the attention and vet care that she will need in the future. She's a healthy dog, but she is definitely one that
she likes him.
Needs to be taken care of and nurtured and loved throughout the rest of her life. So please consider Pepper as a new addition to your home. And join us every Friday at noon for Christy's Pet Project on 106.5 The Arch.